So it's Sunday. Kind of feels nice to be back on a Sunday, and we're just gonna have some fun. We're gonna talk about toys. We're just gonna see where the conversation goes because I like to hang out with people and talk about stuff because I like stuff. And that being said, tonight I have a couple of guys that are really awesome, and they're fellow toy collectors, obviously, actually. And I'm just gonna look at the chat super quick before I bring them in. Cutthroat Comics, Jeff Morrison, I'm sorry, Mo is here. Samuel Edwards, Patrick Strauko, Keep On Collecting is in the house. Looking forward to catching Chad live. Here I am in living color. Public holiday in Australia, so I can sit and watch and relax. Very cool. I hope you enjoy your public holiday. Mikey from JMK Custom Works is here. Good to see you, Mikey. Brandon R is here. Awesome. Matt Noon, Yesterland Toys. Yesterland, that was a very awesome video that you put out, and I started watching it. I apologize. I haven't finished it yet, so I haven't left a comment till I'm done watching it. But I will finish watching it. And this Chucklehead's here. I don't know what he's doing, but yeah. Bear 11 Charlie, what's up? Destro's Desk, very cool. Matthew Matson's in the house. Jeremy Kerr. Father Son Galaxy, good to have you here. Absorb Vids, what's up? Vincent 396, howdy soldier. Good evening to you. Mr. George Aiken is here all the way from the UK. Well, that's just awesome. Media Clash is here as well. What's up, people? Hi, how are you? I just want to have some fun. We might talk about some stuff that's gonna get a couple of panties in a bunch, but it is what it is. And all the way from Pendragon Designs and Toys, Mr. Chad is here because you can never have enough Chad in your life. That being said, I'm going to bring in my guests. Thank you all for being here with me once again on a Sunday night. It's nice to be back on Sunday. I'm enjoying the Wednesdays, but Sunday's nice. One of my guests is AFK or something, but
hey, I like stuff.
Do you like stuff?
I do like stuff.
I'm glad you like stuff. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. What have you been up to?
Well, I sat through the awful Browns game that was today. It's also my anniversary today. So she let me escape.
Happy anniversary.
She let me escape for an hour. So,
well, tell her I appreciate that very much.
I will do that.
Because I know how that goes. I'm sure everyone hanging out in the chat who has a better half knows how that goes. And yeah, so please tell her for me. Thank you very much.
It's late enough. I think she might be in bed. So.
Oh, really? I mean, I'm not saying tomorrow's my birthday. Don't tell anybody, okay?
Surprise.
Jeremy Kerr. Well, then it's a good thing I wore my nice panties. It is because they might go way up in your crack. That being said, look at this, Fargo. What the hell's going on with this dude? Oh, there he is.
Oh,
hey, what's up, Drew?
What's
up? We're going to try that again. Okay, so I'm going to bring in our next guest, and it's Drew G. What's up?
What's up?
That's better. Give me yeah.
Take two.
What's up, guys?
Not much. How you guys doing? Oh, look who else is here. Black Knight himself, all the way from the world of Hella Dope Toys. And don't forget to catch them immediately after us over on Hella Dope Toys. Nice. Yep. Vincent, Chad, have you ever done a toy room tour? I would love to see how you hang your jets along the ceiling. Also, happy birthday. Well, thank you for the happy birthday, which is actually tomorrow, but I appreciate it. I have done a toy room tour. Drew, I know you did one. Vargo, you ever done one?
I need to update it.
I did. It's my first video on the channel. It's not very good, but
it was like when you were getting everything set up, though, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
There might be some Black Series in that video that no longer exist in the collection.
What's up, Jeff? Yeah, George Aiken saying hi to you too, fine gentlemen.
What's up, George?
It's probably your birthday where George is now.
Yeah, by the way, happy anniversary and happy early birthday.
Yeah. So it is your birthday for some people.
Yeah, so for George and a couple other people not in the U.S., it's already my birthday, yeah. Big Bacon's here. What's up, Big Bacon? Wilhelm's here too. Hi, Chad. Happy birthday. Happy anniversary, Michael. And hello, Drew. Greetings to everyone in the chat. Will's awesome. You guys ever watch his 1-8 team show about 118?
When I can.
It's so good, man.
I don't think I've watched that yet. I need to.
Yeah. It's awesome. Like he just does it by himself. He talks about all sorts of 118 scale stuff that's out there in the world. It's really awesome.
I've seen him on, is it Jim Largo's channel?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've seen him there, but I haven't seen that show yet. I need to though.
Go check it out. It was on today.
YouTuber.
What'd you say?
I said I failed as a YouTuber.
Well, since Drew fails at life, we're just gonna hang out. HGC's here. My mangs, what's up? What's up, dude? Just kidding. I'm sorry. I deserve. Hey, Drew, what's going on?
Not a whole lot. Been cleaning up today, doing yard work, and playing with my toys.
Very cool.
Got this little cool thing in. I know a lot of people don't like it. I know you're not a classified fan, but if you're gonna do another Snake Eyes, thank you for not making it another black variant, making it something different. I actually love it.
How am I brutal? I haven't even done anything yet.
Drew's just being bad.
Always.
Whatever. Skyfall's here. And Keep on Collecting says, hiya, Chad, Mvargo, Drew, and chat. Good to see you. Let me go back and actually answer that question real quick. Have you ever done a toy room tour? Yes. Yeah, I did. It tanked. Whatever. I don't make videos for views, but they're hard. They're hard to do. So
I only make videos for the hate. For the toxic.
You only make videos for the hate? Yep. You're in the right place today, my friend. We're going to talk about that. Drew, how many toy room tours have you done?
Well, I have a 4-parter. And then I have a lot of shorts that do like just one specific collection thing. So you get 60 seconds of joy. But I'm in the process of trying to figure out how to do another one, because since I've done that, 90% of my collection has been flipped around and changed.
Just Jeff says he was on the fence about that Snake Eyes until he got him. Pretty good figure.
Yeah. To Matthew Watson, I love it.
You like that bent rusted sword? Big Bacon asked the same thing. Did he come with the limited edition boomerang sword?
Oh, it's totally. I keep trying to straighten it, but no luck.
Take it to the anvil.
I make videos for nothing less than pure toxicity. Yeah. I'm starting to reach that point where I'm getting a lot of the sharpshooting comments in my videos, and
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't even have that many subscribers, but I seem to attract them.
The sharpshooters?
Yeah, they just don't. I don't know.
I wonder why that is. You know, like it's kind of the same thing. Would you guys consider YouTube social media?
Yes.
Nowadays, yeah.
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 Community.
I don't know if I would.
Everything else.
I don't know what the difference is between like what is YouTube and what is social media.
I feel like nowadays everything's all the same. You can put videos on Facebook, X, everything. I mean,
sure, yeah. I mean, you can link your
yeah.
YouTube live streams to Facebook and all that stuff. But I did for a minute and then I stopped. I don't know. I really didn't see any. I just didn't see an advantage to it. It just why am I bothering? Bear 11 Charlie said, I bought a classified shipwreck the other day. Can anyone tell me why there's a bicycle on the deck of a submarine on the box art? I didn't even look at it.
It's a big ship.
But yeah, it's a big ship. You know, you got to get from one end to the other underwater. I don't know. The ma'am and I were in Walmart yesterday, just putzing around, getting some spider webs so I could start G'ing up Halloween here pretty soon. And I'm walking down the aisle with all the kids connection stuff because I'm still working on this custom playset, and that's what I'm looking for. And she's on the action figure aisle, and she's like, "Babe, do you need a rock and roll?" And I was like, "Absolutely not. You just put it right back." She was like, "Do you need was it retro carded Lady J?" And I'm like, "Nope, I don't need Phyllis Diller. Do you need this
Nobody
one?"
needs
Nope,
her.
Same ones that are in my Walmart.
Yeah. So
Every single one of
it
them.
was Gung Ho Lady J, and then the windowless box ones. And that's another thing about that line. It's like, these are this and these are that. And I guess now they're fixing that. So all the retros will be available everywhere. So what, 3 stores?
Yeah, but
And,
Classified still hasn't shown window boxes yet. Every other brand has for their standard release. I noticed at PulseCon, every other line has shown.
I didn't watch PulseCon. So
yeah, they've shown the Windows. Classified's the only one still hasn't shown that they're going back to Windows. So I don't know. They're going to.
Well, they said they're gonna, but whatever. So they had Phyllis Diller, they had Gung Ho, and then they had Shipwreck, Rock and Roll, and Scrap Iron. I got the drone from Scrap Iron. I got that for like a couple of bucks. It goes really well with my 1/18 scale stuff, so I like that. That's pretty cool. Keep on Collecting says, I got someone else to film my toy room. Film my toy for their channel. 15,000 views for them. It would have got 80 on mine. Samuel says my classified weapons can shoot around the corner.
Real quick. The last comment you made, what channel was it? I'd love to go watch it.
Yeah, let us know what channel that's on, and we'll go check it out. Cobra Saboteur, good evening. Good evening. How are you? Good to see you. Woodman's here as well. What is up? And Dem Guts, what's up, dude? Haven't seen you in a freaking hot minute. Cutthroat says, we love Chad's short clips. Yeah, so I have done shorts around my toy room, like, oh, what's over here on the backside of my flag that you never see? It's like my Night Force 92 headquarters, and this friggin' cat. I don't, because there's all sorts of weird things in like little pockets and nooks and crannies in my Joe room, but I don't know. I don't know who cares, I could make a video, whoever was asking, I'm sorry, that was like 5 minutes ago, and for me that's an eternity, on how I hang my planes. I can totally do that. Right now I'm still working on a video on this thing because I keep getting told people want to see more videos of my customs and they're so hard to film. Okay. Vargo left. Wilhelm says, Drew has to do a collection tour. Just when you think he is done, he goes and has another room of toys. I'm gonna let you guys talk amongst yourselves for 2 seconds. Pick a topic and go.
Yeah, I have
Saboteur. Yep, got it right here. It's in my case.
Oh, you lucky. I wish I had never opened mine. I got anxious and opened it.
I picked it up on eBay from Cobra Saboteur. I didn't know it was the same at the time until he messaged me. But
yeah. So I saw Zoe's on here. Happy anniversary, Zoe. But yeah, to the toy rooms. Yeah, I have technically 3 rooms, and then I have a 4th room is my office at work. I have a bunch of stuff on display there, so I need to redo it because everything has changed since I last did it. You're good, man. Sure, Joe. Do what you want.
Yeah, it was the ma'am. She left something behind, so oops.
She is the priority.
I mean, yeah, but within reason. Vincent says that Snake Eyes Desert version is my favorite of the 87 Snake Eyes released so far. It's cool. You like it? Is that your favorite, Drew?
Which one? The one I just got?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but I mean, I've got pretty much every single one.
He looks so much like Desert Scorpion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
mean
can use them
it's
pretty
just
much.
it's the same outfit, just repainted. It's
Well, of course it is.
but I don't know. I like the most recent one where his version 1 look, and then I don't know. I loved the
The movie
Fortnite
one.
version, but I took the colored grenades off of him, and he looked really good without it. So
How many snake eyes do you have, Embargo?
Six in the 6-inch line, and then I've got the 2002 3 3/4 inch one. It came with Storm Shadow with the T crotch ones.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The
So what
power
were you
of the
guys
force.
talking about while I was away? What were you chatting about?
Cobra Saboteur asked if I had got this in, which I bought from him off eBay. The prototype set, the only
Nice.
Valaverse item I didn't have.
That's
So,
cool, man. Very cool.
Yeah, my wife's in the chat now, so
Awesome. HGC says my Range Vipers arrived this week. Only came with erectile dysfunctional machine gun barrels. Is that kind of a thing? Or a lot of their weapons coming warped and bent?
let me see. I should have one right here.
I mean, that's always with classified. Constantly
I mean, that's why I'm asking, because I wouldn't
dealing
know.
with the curve.
Yeah,
Um,
the curve, huh?
I have 8 snake eyes, if you were wondering.
Whose weapon is that?
It's the Range Viper.
Oof, man. Now,
Swear
would you
that's
guys
never
say that?
happened before?
What?
I swear that's never happened before.
I'm just tired. Would you guys say that's a result of the plastic-free packaging? If you were to just guess.
I'd say 50-50. I mean,
Yeah, that and the plastic they use, I just feel like is going downhill. I think
Yeah.
the plastic free lets them get away with it more.
it's become very gummy. But being that they don't have it on display, I feel like they've gotten lazy with making sure it looks good.
Zoe, we want to thank you for letting Michael hang out with us tonight. We really appreciate it. Just here for my besties, except for Mvargo. Damn, boy.
She's married to me, so
Yeah, I know. Pendragon says the internet will hate you. That's just how it is. Vitriol is the currency of the web.
Yep.
What do you guys think about that? You think that's just kind of how it is these days? Like,
people don't like when you attack things that they like, even if you're not attacking it. You know,
Today's generation, if they don't agree with you, then you're wrong, and they will fight you. It's a ridiculous.
they won't fight you, because I mean I see what you're saying though.
verbally. So yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, that's something I actually want to talk about. I really do want to discuss that. That's kind of what I wanted to get into. JLS Comics is here. What's up, dude?
Hey, JLS Comics. I've been binge watching his Joe stuff recently.
Dude, it's so good, isn't it?
Totally hooked on it.
Every week, it doesn't matter if it's on Jay's channel or if it's on mine. I'm like, if you guys haven't watched any of JLS's stuff, go watch it. Like all of his Who Is series, so good. I don't even care what the IP is. When he does a Who Is video, I'm like, let's watch this. They're good. So Mikey says, what would you call what you are doing right now? LOL, making media socially.
What you call it?
I don't know. I still don't know about that. I don't know if I consider YouTube social media. I really don't. Instagram feels more like social media.
I mean, it is media that you're building an audience with. You're networking. So, I mean, I would call it social media for that simple fact.
I think Google wants it to be a social media site more than anything.
I don't know. Yesterland. I definitely think it's social media. We are reaching people in an internet social forum. Okay. Oh, and then here's the answer about the bicycle. I'm sure this was like, what, we've been live for 21 minutes. I'm sure this was 19 and a half minutes ago. I love the chat, but, you know, I can't just focus on the chat because then I can't talk to you guys. PSA after the cartoon Shipwreck teaching kids not to steal bikes. Yeah, but it didn't really revolve around a submarine, though.
Yeah, that's a downside of. I mean, you want this big group of people in here to watch and communicate and be a part of the conversation, but when it's so many, it's hard to keep up with everyone on the chat, and you just have to say, "Sorry, guys, I can't get everyone."
I do my damnedest too. That's for sure.
You do.
Yeah, I always try, like, sometimes to my detriment, because I will cut people off to read a chat, and I don't mean to, but you know, it's kind of where it's at, right?
Absolutely.
Also, why are they called sharpshooters? LOL. The comments aren't clever or require any effort or skill. Those are just dickweeds. it's just a phrase that we use in the army. You know, they just come in and sharpshoot everything you're doing. Just kind of where it's at. My local Wally worlds are filled with classic baronesses.
Yep.
Lady J, Destro, Hogungs. Plus some random shipwrecks and rock and roll. Been like that for a while.
You must live near me, or we have similar Walmarts.
Vargo, what'd you do for your wife for your anniversary? Did you do anything nice?
We went to dinner Thursday when we actually had time to go out to dinner. So
nice. Just Jeff, Scott Crusher collects, I think, for Keep On Collecting. Oh, Scott Crusher collects is the site or the page. JLS loves Battle Force 2000 and the Phantom X vids. Gotcha. Moses Black Cats are the best. Yeah, I got 2 of them. They're around here somewhere. You'll see them. Cutthroat, my new Valiverse figures are coming soon. I have Gemini coming. Cool.
Nice. I want to get back into collecting the 3 and 3/4 line. I love that line. I miss vehicles. But I don't know. I just hadn't in a while.
The fuck does that mean? Shad? Is my name Shad? That's going to be the next thing. Oh, my Lord.
It's Shad.
It's Shad. You guys like ninjas?
Chad likes ninjas.
I don't like ninjas, no. I like one ninja. Only
Articulated?
Yes. I like him very much. He's a very nice guy. No, man, Storm Shadow.
Nah. I love ninjas if done right.
Fargo?
Hey, I like Ninja Force, so
that's cool.
I'm on the other end of the spectrum. But
that's
give
totally
me ninjas,
fine.
Give me.
Yeah. You like that Zartan?
He's pretty wacky, but I had him as a kid.
Oh, let me do that.
Did you see James Hitchcock dressed up as him at Joe Fest?
I did. Yep.
He looked good, man. He did. He did a really good job on that.
Somebody's got to do him at some point, you know.
That's what she said. Somebody's got to do him. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
The I think it's 3-0.
Pursuit of Cobra. One does.
Yeah, the 3-0
assault. Yep.
Yeah, it looks great. I just wondering how long those arms are going to last.
Dem Gut says trying to make a solid snake right now. What scale? Let me know. I want to know. I made a 4-inch solid snake.
If that's a reference to the bathroom, I don't want to hear about it.
Cutthroat says, I just bought 287. Is that Defiance? The G.I. Joe Defiant? That's cool. If you bought 2 of them. JLS says, Mvargo, that looks like a clean setup. I like the color palette consistency.
Really? I just kind of threw it together. I said,
yeah,
what Action Force, then Joe, and then They got some
But
legends over there.
isn't that kind of the joy of it, right? Like,
Yep.
no two collections are the same. Display solutions. Everybody wants to talk about scooping up dollies and vehicles and play sets and all this stuff, but nobody ever wants to talk about this stuff. Like this shit's
Yep.
way harder than buying toys. You know,
I
your
think I put
displays, like
more on shelves than I have half the stuff in here.
always.
Yeah, you got to
And,
carry cement blocks around. That's
well, those are easy though, because they're inexpensive. All of that this entire back wall right here, I could break that whole wall down in like 2 minutes. Because when the military says we gotta go, we gotta go. I just tear it all down. I don't have the ability to do a lot of permanent solutions. Like these bookcases right here, that's really all I've got. Everything else is boards
it
and
is a
cinder
brilliant
blocks.
setup for a put up and take down setup. I mean, even if that was permanent, I mean, you've probably given some people ideas to go, okay, I'm going to do that.
I mean, if you have a lot invested in a collection and you can't afford a lot of display solutions, yeah, I mean it's a real easy way to do it. Plus, in my old house, when I built my double-decker Terradrome, I needed some place to put it. So in the center of one wall, I just deleted all the boards and I rebuilt it just so I could fit my Terradrome in there. And it was real easy to do. So I had a big screen TV in there and I was like, nah, I'm going to put the Terradrome there. And I just kind of reworked that space and whoop, there it was. Took me 2 hours tops. Cobra Saboteur says, good point. Mvargo made the only 6-inch collector Hasbro line that I know of that hasn't showed off their window box yet is classified. I was expecting to see that revealed at PulseCon. Good point, buddy. Big Bacon says everything is coming bent. No, not stuff that I buy. We lost Vargo. He left. Chad sent you the link to keep on collecting toy room video. Cool. I'll send it to you guys so you guys can check it out.
Awesome. Thank you.
Matthew Matson agrees. Yep, the last 2 to 3 waves have warped weapons. I don't see a lot of people talking about that.
Yeah, I think my tunnel rat came today. It wasn't as bad as it's been, but it's still not great.
Yeah. I think,
let me get through the rest of the so I'm going to get through the rest of the chat here in a minute, even though it's it's continuous, it's cyclical. Your tunnel rat came today and it was bent, but it wasn't that bad. Is that what you said?
Well, comparative to some, it wasn't as bad as the range viper like I showed off earlier. But like classified for me, I replace most of the weapons with Valverse anyways, so they all go in just a bin to my right. So I don't care.
See, I'm setting something up. What about you, Drew? Same thing?
Oh, I know what you're gonna say. So you said it before.
No. You probably don't. But I'm leading
Something
into
along
something.
the lines of accepting what they give you instead of.
No, I was kind of leaning more toward that. The thing that I like to talk about a lot is this culture in the hobby, and it's not just toys. So look at video games. Now the way that companies put out video games is they rush them to release, and then they do like a day one patch because they know their game's broken. Right? It's that whole games as a service thing, right? It's a live service, and we'll just keep updating it. Think about that EA Battlefront 2, right? When they first launched it, and it was all star cards and pay to win and all that stuff, and then they just kept messing with it, and it wasn't for like 2 years that game was. I don't even want to call it good because I like the original Pandemic Battlefront games, but it's vastly different from when it first came out to before they finished working on it. And I see the same sort of mentality in the toy industry where, yeah, just put it out. They'll still buy it. They'll still eat it up. Oh yeah, that retro Walmart. See, cat. That retro Walmart Snake Eyes, like, yeah, we know it's version 2 and he's on a version 1 card. That's fine. Just put him out. Oh yeah, the weapons are bent. That's fine. Just put them out. And why do you guys think that this culture of it's okay, but seems to be the norm and people just kind of go with
That's the quote.
it's okay, but
Okay, but
it's okay, but it's okay, but like this guy just said, I changed their weapons out anyway to make it better, right? To not only replace the bent weapons, but give it more accurate weapons, things like that. It's okay, but I can make it better. It's okay, but I can customize it. It's okay, but they'll patch the game. Why do you think that is?
We've let it get it there. We've let it get to that point. No one ever put their foot down and stopped buying it. As long as you continue to buy it, they don't care. As long as they get their money one way or another.
True.
Yeah, I mean, if you want a Snake Eyes or a Snow Job or Tunnel Rat, and this is your choice, then you buy it, and then you just try to upgrade it to be the best. Why do they make Toy Hacks make decals for Transformers that you can buy and put on there? Because they know that it can be better, but that's not what's for sale. What's for sale is an 80% figure or Transformer figure. And now someone else steps in and goes, well, we can make it 90% or 98%. So you just have to suck it up and then voice your opinion so that maybe someone down the line who takes the lazy person's job goes, all right, we hear you. Let's step up our game. But right now we don't have that.
I want
to
comment on a couple of points that you made really quick. Jason's here. Hello, Jason. Scott Hughes is here. Wolverines. Hell yeah.
What's
Anthony
up, Scott?
Whitehead's in the house, and Random Diorama says it's cool to hate, apparently. Yeah, that's kind of a 50-50 thing. So, Drew, you had mentioned decals or stickers. One thing about that, though, whereas I will agree with you that some people will use Toy Hacks as aftermarket stickers for that purpose, I use them to restore toys. So I only use them for restoration purposes. But yes, I agree, right? There are very many ways. There's very rarely the way, and some people use them for different reasons.
Right.
But that being said, I'm more of a fan of voting with my wallet than I am with just complaining about someone's toys that I purchased anyway. To me, that's like I shot myself in the foot and then I went and complained that my foot hurts. But I don't know. That's just kind of the way I see it.
See, I feel the same way as you, but at the same time, I'm also like, I don't know. Like, I mean, as you look around my room, I have a lot. I mean, I could gripe and complain all day long about Marvel Legends, but as you see, I'm buying them because I want to collect the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s figures and make the teams, make the villains, make all this stuff. And will they ever go back and do it again? So you don't know. So you buy it because you want it.
Yeah, that's another thing, right?
And
That's
if you
the
don't buy it,
psychology of
then they
collection.
just lose the license and then they start over with the same. I mean, Mattel loses DC, McFarlane makes it. Now it's a different scale. You get 500 Batmans,
And they keep
he's
getting
just now
bigger.
starting to
It's
get
like every time you
figures
turn
I like.
around, they're like an inch larger.
I know, right? So go ahead. Sorry.
I got to read this real quick. Ted Darklaw, thank you very much for a $5 super chat. Says, I'm not here. Catching the replay. Have a great show. But if you run 3 hours, we're going to fight. We will not. I promise. Thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. And we'll see you in 24 minutes and 10 seconds.
Unless you don't send Chad a mug.
Yeah, man. Where's my mug? They're never going to send me a mug. Like, never. I'm never going to get one. That's okay. Mo says, I think 90% of the people are cool, but the 10% crazy people are just louder. Were you showing your Batmobile?
Yeah, I just got this in the mail yesterday. I had just opened it a little while ago.
Cool.
$34. Not bad.
Where'd you score that?
Top, middle. Well, no top, I guess. That's the top, but it's got a middle and a bottom.
Where'd you
Big
score?
bag toy
It's
store.
got a middle and a bottom. Hey, oh.
I had gotten it a while back. I'd forgotten I ordered it. And it showed up. I was like, oh, okay.
Apparently, I'll just tell them off in a car rant. Yeah. The car rants, man. I don't see why people can't grasp that the car rants are like mostly sarcastic. But
I love them. But I watched Jeremy's back in the day too. So Geeks and Gamers.
Car video. Yeah. Little different, right? Not not a rant, but yes, I did steal that from Geeks and Gamers.
Oh, I know, but you made it work well. I really enjoy your car rants.
I really appreciate that. Patrick says, yeah, there's a difference between hating something and criticizing it.
Absolutely.
What do you guys think the difference is? Hating something and criticizing it?
I don't hate any of this stuff. I hate the processes that they go through and the shadiness they do. But if I'm saying something bad about this, it's not that it's bad, it's that I'm critiquing it like a piece of art. You know, if this, I could name a bunch of things I don't like about this, but for $34, this is a pretty good deal. If this was $134, I'd be putting a lot more emphasis on the differences and things that they should have added to it to make it a much better vehicle and value. I grew up in a very art environment. I'm an artist and went to art school. So like critiquing something is not necessarily hating it. You could love it, but you can still find that it's false.
Mm-hmm.
Vargo, what do you think?
Well, I think for me, I hate the company behind the product. And for me, criticizing is just what the product needs to be better, because they're not putting out a perfect product. So I don't hate the product. Obviously, I'm still buying it. So you can't, to a point, I'm not hating. I only hate one thing I've ever bought, and that's I literally only bought it for a video, and I don't have it anymore. So, but
I like this comment right here. Demgut says, I don't mind the things I like being criticized. It's when I'm attacked for liking it. That's the issue. To me, that right there is everything.
That's the
I
faux pas.
do not say again.
I said that's the faux pas.
Right. Exactly. So I always have themes, right? It's okay, but is one of those themes that I talk about a lot, because people, they know it's a thing and they're just cool with it. Like I know I'm buying something half-assed, but I'm still going to fucking buy it anyway. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and buy it. It's your money, right? Spend your money where you want. If I buy a thing and I don't like the thing and I criticize it, okay. I didn't walk in your house and slap your mom. I hate classified. I freaking hate it. Now, there are some aspects of it that I can appreciate. I can appreciate some of the art. I can appreciate some of the paint apps, the tampos, things like that. If I think they did something well, I will always say, hey, man, that looks great. Doesn't mean I'm going to rush out and buy it, but I can appreciate the artistry that went into that piece, because they are art. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, to emulate what our good friend Dem Guts there said, it's when people come on my porch, right? Come into my Instagram or my fucking YouTube channel. Now, granted, they're public spaces, by all means, whatever. But if you tell me that I'm fucking dumb or I'm a hater or I'm a this or I'm a that, right? When you start personally attacking people, like Dem Guts says, that's where you cross that invisible line of death. Like that's the no-no that you shouldn't do. Just because I don't like a thing or I do like a thing, if you don't like it, like, don't come over here and be like, You're stupid because you like that. That's dumb. Hey, Drew, I think your Batmobile's cool. I hated that. I hated that Batman. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, whatever,
Yeah.
but it brings you joy, man. That's cool. You know,
It's
like for
nostalgic
me.
to me.
Yep, like I like these 2002, 2003, 2004 Joes. Things a lot of people dislike. You know,
Yeah,
it's what I
the
had
dark
growing up
years.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are
the
they-
dark years of
Those
Joe.
the horse
Yeah.
rider ones with the legs
Yeah.
that went way out.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, buddy.
I have that
like
Snake
them,
Eyes
so,
and Storm Shadow.
I mean, they were fun toys. I mean,
I have a
you
ton
know.
of Sergeant Savage stuff. People crap on Sergeant Savage, and that's fine. Even as like, I don't know how I got this thing that I'm like the 82 to 94 Joe guy. I don't know why people say that. And so many people say that. And I'm like, I do not agree with that. But that being said, there is so much stuff from 82 to 94 that I think is brilliant. There's also a lot of stuff from 82 to 94 that I will dunk on. And does that make me a fucking hater of a real American hero? No. You know, I think Dino Hunters is stupid. I know why they did it, but I think it's dumb. I don't own anything Dino Hunters, and I will dog on it whenever I want.
If
How
you
is
don't
that
like Dino
acceptable?
Hunters, you're not a real Joe fan.
See, that's the shit that I'm talking about. How is it acceptable that I can say something negative about the low light that came out with Dino Hunters? Have you seen that low light? He's wearing fishnets, man. He's wearing fishnets and he has a black beard. How is that low light? Explain that to me. And I will go off on it for like 10 minutes, but no one says you're a hater, you're stupid, you're dumb, you're anything like that. If I talk about something in the past, people are kind of about it, you know, generally ambivalent, but nobody ever really gets like out the pitchforks and the torches.
I see a lot on the internet about like people are like, if you don't have something nice to say about it, don't say anything. And I'm like, but if you don't say anything, the company will just spoon feed you crap all the time. You have to speak up and say, hey, this is what I like about your product. This is what I don't. If enough people do that, they go, okay, we're seeing a trend here. We need to fix it. But if you don't, if you're like, I worship at the altar of Hasbro, give me.
Yeah.
Shut up, Chad. I don't want you saying nothing negative. They might stop selling them altogether and I won't get anything. It's like,
Yeah, I feel like that plays.
Did you just tell me to shut up?
Metaphorically. I'm pretending to be them.
Right. And you're exactly right, because we all know that the low-hanging fruit example is the Ford Pinto. Like, what do you mean you don't like Fords, man? Like Ford is the best. It's Ford. Henry Ford made the first car, man. Ford. You got to buy fucking Ford. I don't care if the car explodes. That to me, like, if people didn't point out that, hey, when these Pintos get rear-ended, they catch on fire and sometimes they explode. Like, we'd all have exploding fucking cars. Or you go to a restaurant and you order a nice steak. Okay. I mean, if you want it medium and it comes out well done, are you going to say something?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to.
Does that make you a hater?
To some people.
I don't think so. I do not agree with that. But dude, the
I
brand
don't
loyalty
either.
stuff, we're gonna chat on that here for a second. Curb Stomp Film sends a $2 super chat. Thank you, my friend. Have something on me, dudes, and Vargo and I will, because Drew just up and fucking left. Oh wait,
I was grabbing something.
never mind, he's back. What do you got? What are you showing?
Nah, I bought this piece of crap.
Okay, let me make you big. That's what she said. Okay.
This is crap. I wanted to see what it would look like in hand, so I ended up buying it.
Yep.
I will not buy any more of these. I don't mind the Python Patrol looks on the other figures,
Okay.
but what the hell? That is ugly as hell.
Where's like the Python pattern? Is it even on there?
It's not. It's just yellow.
It's on his chest plate.
Is it?
Right there. Where is
Yeah,
it? There.
I just see gray.
Yeah, he's got the logo, and then I think on the plate it's got the.
Oh,
That's
patch,
the only place it says
patch
Python.
doesn't mean shit. Let me see that torso. I don't see it. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, right.
Oh,
It's like
I
a
see it.
ghost
Yeah,
pattern.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't even
it's
notice
there,
that before.
but
Leave it to Vargo to save the day. Speaking of which, Michael, your wife says he also got me flowers and a cookie cake because that's my love language.
Oh,
Good job. Good job,
I
buddy.
got some toys, so
Huh?
I got some toys, so
Did you?
worked out.
I don't think I'm getting anything for my birthday. JLS says, thanks for all the kind words. Everyone means a lot. I'm just glad we have such an awesome community to talk about stuff with. Yeah, man, absolutely. Media Clash says, nothing beats a black and white chicken running around your house. Do you have a chicken running around your house?
it's random.
Is Jim Largo here?
Eduardo. I'm just cruising through the chat here real quick.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jason says ninjas are overplayed too much. And AbsorbVid says Joe's got too many ninjas. Yeah, I agree. Yesterland. I like ninjas when I was 7. Is that how far behind we are?
Yeah.
Oops.
Well, it's a short show, so we are.
It's a short show. So that being said, I don't want to get lost in the chat, but I don't want to ignore people either. Matt Noon says, I have an unfinished basement and shed to display, always looking for ideas for displays. Yeah, man. And that's the display solutions is easily half the fight, if not more.
Yep, I had garage shelving before I had these.
DVD media displays for these.
Yeah. These are actually the tall ones with that are narrow. They're not deep. They're not very deep. Those were for paint. So this one and that one on the far end, those are for paint. These are just, rando Walmart bookcases, and everything else that you see aside from, obviously this bookcase right here. It's all common boards and cinder blocks. Cheap, real cheap. I can tear it down. I can sell it to somebody on base. They'll use it for some dumbass project. Move, get new ones, done. That's it. Bam, bam, bam. So, it's just kind
going back to specifics on the classified line, which I know you were like anti-classified, but
yeah, but
one thing that I am hating about classified. Oh, I said hate.
That's okay. Let it fly.
Purposefully.
I told everybody we were going to get toxic. They know what's coming.
No, I mean, they're making a retro line and a regular line, but sometimes you can't differentiate the two. I mean, if you're going to make a figure of a retro character, but modernizing, don't make him look like he does. Like, I mean, there's not much difference between Lady J and retro Lady J, other than slight color difference.
Now, Scarlet, Duke, those are obvious, right? But the Scarlet, they made that mold for free because they used the Glenda mold. They're smart. I will say they're smart about it. So they did Glenda with the Dragonfly. And you can tell how many people who eat up that 6-inch stuff aren't really Joe people, because so many were like, well, who's Glenda? Who's that character? That's dumb. Look at that figure. And I'm like, are you stupid? Like, you don't know who Glenda is? Like, I thought that was rad. I thought it was a cool deep cut. But at the same time,
I didn't know that was Glenda. I just thought that was Scarlet in a
pilot gear,
another version. Because I have her in 3 3/4, but I thought it was a what, like Air Force style Scarlet.
Hold on. So you thought that Glenda was this?
That's the one I got.
Yeah. Pilot Scarlet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they redid this Scarlet, but an O-ring for the Sky Striker HasLab. That's the one you're talking about. Glenda is different. So Glenda and Quarrel from Action Force, from Z Force, they are based off the exact first 1982 Scarlet. This is totally different, right? Like she's wearing a flight suit and she's wearing a parachute and all that stuff, like completely different.
Okay.
Yeah, it's when they sent the molds out to the other countries and they
Estrella,
molded them in
yeah.
different colors and
Estrella
Okay.
or Estrella,
Yep.
however you want to pronounce it.
This is why I come to like your channel and
I'm
other
listening.
channels to learn about G.I. Joe, because I know a little bit about a lot, but I don't know a lot about everything.
This is Glenda. See the difference?
Oh yes, I got
Right.
you.
We're
Okay.
focused. Anyway, that's Glenda. So she looks just like Scarlet, but she's blue, white, light blue, gray. I don't know why I did that. I turned my shit off again. Anyway, so brand loyalty, right? This whole thing about like proving devotion. Oh, and Eric's here, Rolando's here. I see you guys coming into the chat. Thank you so
Laser
much for
Pants
joining
came
us.
in.
I see you guys.
Laser Pants came in and said, "We talking toxic or something?" What did he say? I forgot.
Hell yeah, we are. Where is he?
Did someone say toxic?
like a 20-minute time differential in the chat.
That was probably about 3-4 minutes ago.
Brian King's here. Yeah, we're good. I think I'm about 7 minutes behind on the chat. It's not that bad. Did someone say toxic? Yes, we did.
But what were you
Thanks for
saying?
being
I'm
around.
sorry, I interrupted you.
No, now I'm going through the chat because you guys suck. Joe Fan 84 said, I use those trays from Toy Gear and it helps keep the figures all in order and the trays fit in a box nicely. That's cool. I use nail polish stands. So, we all got our ways. Now everybody's just kind of talking about
I
classified.
use school.
It's
pencil
not 20 minutes. I'm caught up on the chat. Stop it. Quit it. Do what?
I said I use pencil boxes for kids stuff to keep stuff in.
Oh,
Isn't that what he
I
was
just
talking
get
about?
like the cheapo tackle boxes from like Walmart or the Dollar Tree and just put stuff in there.
Well, I have that too, but yeah.
Pistol cases, huh? He said, sorry. Well, it's okay. I'm just playing. So before we go, we got about 5 or 6 minutes left. I kind of wanted to talk about this whole thing about brand loyalty and proving devotion on social media and things like that. And I watched a good video from Robot Head. If you guys haven't checked out Robot Head, please go watch his stuff. He's freaking hilarious. But he's talking about Star Wars fans, more of like the old school Star Wars fans from the original trilogy and then the prequel trilogy, and then what you get now with like everybody who's more into like the cartoons and Ahsoka and all this stuff and like how it's no longer an event. And I really thought it applied. Yeah, Ryan, Robot Head is awesome. And I thought it applied to toy collectors, just this 1 minute of what he's discussing. And I may have changed a few things on it because I thought it was completely applicable. And I'm going to share that with everybody right now. And then I kind of want to get your guys' thoughts before we sign out. So here we go.
And don't let the appearance of Anakin fool you into thinking that this show is connecting to the classic Star Wars. No, the Ahsoka show is more of a faded photocopy of a bad photocopy of a bad photocopy. And the worst part is, that's just what the Disney fans want.
Anakin.
Let me explain what the biggest difference is between the old school fans of George Lucas's work and the new breed of Disney fans. They seem more like a,
it is a cult.
It is, yeah.
Yes, thank you, Liam Neeson. They're very much like a cult, where devotion is proven with public displays of outrageous reactions.
I have sinned against you, my Lord. No, you're lying. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Global bullshit. I call bullshit bullshit!
All those quotes that I put in there are actual quotes that I found in toy groups on Facebook because, those are like the cesspools. God forbid you have your own opinion. I mean, if you don't get in on the group think and these toy groups on Facebook, you are just going to get freaking destroyed. But when he was talking about it's a photocopy of a photocopy of a bad photocopy, and that's what those people want. I was like, that's really interesting because I could see how it sort of relates to a lot of people in the toy community. Like, Drew, you were saying it yourself. Like, they don't want new; they want the exact same thing.
Right.
And I found that very interesting when I was watching Robot Head's video. I was like, I can completely correlate that to the toy community. And then I just went and looked in a couple of toy groups and scrolled. 2 of those I got right out of His Tank itself in all of their freaking classified. Yes, see, exactly. And that's why I put His Tank in there with the little goat scream, because I love my screaming goat. His Tank. The funny thing about places like His Tank is they will say, like, don't be a hater, don't be so negative. And all they will do is freaking bash you if you do not have the same opinion, if you don't give into their groupthink, if you don't go buy the exact same shit that they buy, or God forbid you like what Michael's wearing there on his chest. Holy shit. Don't ever let anybody at His Tank know that you support Action Force or Valiverse, because they will fucking come at you.
Yeah, there's a 2,500 page forum about that at this point.
But that's that shit, right? That's that whole proving devotion to your brand loyalty. And that's the stuff that I cannot stand, right? They're little plastic dollies, they're supposed to be fun. Like, I have this cool incinerator and he flops over because he's been played with so much, but he sits on my desk. My travel buddy is a character named Skidmark, and I think it's funny because they're toys. They're just supposed to be fun. I don't understand why everybody's got to get so negative. And I'm going to let you guys give the closing thoughts before we go on that.
You go first.
Well, I just think it's. I would be curious to see if you took adults today and put them in the 80s and to see if if people said the same thing, like when you said you don't like Dino Hunters, what the reaction would be today if we were all transported 20 years back, would we? Because like you said, it's, you could say whatever you want. You could say, I hate Battlecore, I hate the 90s neon stuff, and that's fine. It's whatever. But you say, I hate, Classified's really the only Joe we're getting right now from Hasbro. So if you say you hate it, you're evil and you want, you hate G.I. Joe. And that's what I would love to just see what would happen if you go 20, 30 years ago and take our same group and put them back there. If we say you hate Battlecore, are they going to say, the same people will say Battlecore is whatever. Are the same people going to say, you can't hate Battlecore. It's what Hasbro is putting out right now.
Okay. Drew?
Oh, I mean, I've already kind of said it, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like people are just, they want it so bad. And if you say something not positive about it, they want to, that's cool. I'm very ADD, so I just threw off my conversation looking at that screen.
Right.
They want to, they do want to attack you. And they just, this generation, like I said, just, and it's not even this generation, because it's people our age doing this kind of crap. It's this time in history where it's like common for someone to go, you're being negative. I can't even.
Chaz the Guru says, I can't even navigate His Tank for him. Yeah, me either. Sorry. Go ahead. If you're being negative.
You're being negative because you don't like what I like. So now I'm going to attack you. And they just don't understand that I'm just critiquing a product. You are literally coming at me for that. Why? You're a 30, 40-year-old man, 50 in some cases. What is wrong with you?
And that's kind of all I really wanted to discuss with just a couple of guys that, I know you both. We've all met in person. I respect you. You guys know I have nothing but love for both of you. And I don't collect really what you guys collect. You know, I would never buy that Batmobile. I don't have a whole army of 6-inch figures behind me, but you know, we're all still collectors. We're all still lovers of toys.
Right.
I've always approached this stuff that, you know, we're the stewards of these pieces of art. Like, this is all history. Like, I don't care if it came out 2 years ago or if it came out 45 years ago. It's still art, you know, and it's up to us to steward this stuff until we pass it on, or I don't know, we all die and our spouses just sell it, you know, and go on vacation or whatever they're going to do. But I've been, oh, look at that. Embargo and
It's
Drew
true.
G are Valverse shills. I have
It's
Valverse
true.
stuff too. Can I be a shill? I'm a shill
I mean,
for
if Bob-
Skeletron.
If Bobby wants me to send stuff for free, I will take it.
Absolutely.
I
Me
will
too.
gladly shill.
But you know, here's the thing. So I like what I like. I don't like what I don't like. That's totally cool. I don't crap on other people for not liking what I like or whatever. But at the same time, it's real simple. Like we talked about earlier, it's that invisible line of death. It's that courtesy. Like, don't come on my porch and talk shit. That's it. Like, just don't come on my porch and talk shit. And I have had people tell me, I'm going to back up, right? I have had people tell me, you don't like Joe. I don't. Why? Well, because you don't buy classified. Because just what you said, Michael, what did you say? Classified is the only G.I. Joe that we're really getting right now, right?
Yep.
Which is true. Haya's put out a couple of figures. I bought them. I reviewed a couple of them on my channel. They were making some half-ass O-ring effort and then turned around and said, well, you know, those didn't really sell. It's like, well, you put out like 5 of them, and then you did a HasLab and sucker, you okey-doked everybody, and then you said, we're not going to make any more. Oh, by the way, here's this Soundwave Thunder Machine with O-ring figures. Go buy it. Even though we just said we shit canned O-rings, like complete backwards thinking. But I've been told that I don't like G.I. Joe.
Well,
Like-
I've been told I'm not allowed to like G.I. Joe because I wasn't born during the Real American Hero era.
See, and that's the flip side of that. There's the people that they're like 82 to 85 only, and they're like, anything after 85 is garbage, or I only like 82 straight arms. It's like, cool, so you have like 15 figures. All right, like, cool. You don't even want to look at Ace version 3 that came with the Ghost Striker X16 because he didn't come out in 1984. I think that's dumb. It's totally dumb. And I truly feel that we should all like what we like. I just think that we can be vocal about stuff, but you don't got to be an asshole. Drew, stop being an asshole.
I can't help it. It's in my nature.
All right. We got to wrap it up. We had a lot of people show up, and I thank you all for being here so much that I just punched my own microphone. Michael, where can everybody find you?
Mvargo97 on YouTube. It's also my personal Instagram. Sometimes I post toy stuff. I've also got an old Instagram called Var Joes. I thought it was clever at the time. I don't really use it much because I don't have much of my Real American Hero stuff anymore. But if you want to see what Real American Hero stuff I used to have, you can go look on that Instagram. That's pretty much it. Facebook, 3POA Podcast Facebook group. Post stuff in there.
Next year at Joe Fest?
I'm planning on it. I believe my wife will be with me next year too. So
The man will be with me. Very cool. Drew, where can everybody find you, buddy?
I'm on YouTube. Drew G 809 is the at a. Bleh. Let me try that again. Take 2. At Drew G 809.
Go.
If you're looking for it, Drew G's Toy Box on Instagram and Twitter's Drew G Says, I believe. Other than that, you can find me in the chat.
Well, and again, for anybody who's hanging out watching, thank you guys for hanging out with the 3 of us and just kind of chatting. Like we're just chatting, just talking some shit. No, we didn't really talk that much shit because we only had an hour. So it takes a while to build up to the shit talking. But that being said, both of these fine gentlemen's links are all in the description of the video. I thank you all for hanging out with us. And please, pretty please, go on over to Hella Dope Toys and catch their cool show and tell them all they owe me a motherfucking mug for my birthday. Gentlemen, anything on the way out?
It's fun. Always fun hanging out with you guys. I haven't streamed in a while, but when I do, I'll invite y'all on.
I appreciate you both coming on. Drew, are you coming to Joe Fest next year?
I'm gonna do my best as long as
Isn't it
work
like
doesn't.
right down the road for you?
It's 2 hours for me, so it's not bad. But if it all comes down to what's going on that week, business wise.
Fair enough.
So
It's only a 21-hour drive for me. That's fine, and I always go. But yeah, 2 hours for you. Everybody,
I gotta go see Bobby.
Stay
and
toxic,
Brian.
everybody.
yeah, stay toxic, right?
Always.
Have a good night. Bye.